ready for your host? Here she goes.
Welcome to Diary of a Botox Bitch podcast.
Oh man, can't get enough of your voice. Keep on talking.
Hi, I'm Dr Botox and welcome to my podcast, Diary of a Botox Bitch. They call me Dr Botox because I'm an Irish Botox doctor and I've shot up more faces than LeBron James has shot threes. I'm coming to you live from downtown Los Angeles. They also call me Dr Botox because I'm an Irish reality TV star and I did a lot of shows back across the pond. But don't worry, but I was the villain. The rest of my co-stars, or as I like to call them, my supporting cast, they're all still in therapy, but I'm good. I got a green card. I did a lot of shows back across the pond, guys, don't judge. One of the shows I did was called The Real Housewives of Ireland. It happened, and The Real Housewives of Ireland was called Southside Housewives, Dublin Wives, The Housewives of Dublin. It had a million names because every season they wouldn't pay the license fee and they used to fight with Bravo. And actually I sided with Bravo because they used to swipe the likeness. We used to do all these opening, in the gold dresses. I'm the only girl in the world wearing gold dress. By the way, this is my merch, Diary of a Botox Bitch merch. It's a collab with Pablo Flamingo, a clothing brand here in LA, so my pronouns are Botox. I did a lot of reality TV shows back across the pond. Like I said, I'm good. I was the villain. The rest of my co-stars, they're all back across the pond in therapy, but I'm all good. And one of the other shows I did was called The Real Housewives of Ireland, which was like The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but less money, like a lot less money. I also did a show called Celebrity Big Brother in the UK, which is a lot like, well, it's a lot like Big Brother, but a lot less celebrity, called Dr Botox by the British tabloids. They quickly dubbed me Dr Botox. And I hosted a show called 50 Plastic Surgery Shockers, or as I like to call it, 50 Fucked Up Faces. As you can tell, I have a massive hematoma bruise here. Actually, I should probably dab a little bit of this on it, but whatever. Who cares? I had my Botox done. I have a slight ptosis here, but it's fine. It'll be gone in like 5 or 6 days. Not a big deal. Put a few little drops of iodopine. The thing is, actually, I rang Allergan and I was like, hi, it's Dr Botox from the Real Housewives of Ireland. I'm in Los Angeles. I can't get home to do my own Botox, but like I have the biggest clinic in Ireland. Also clinical director of Harley Street by the age of 30. So hook a bitch up. Allergan were like, cute, but go fuck yourself. So I had to find so I went to a Russian Botox bitch down in the Wilshire corridor. She did a great job. So I had my Botox done about 2 weeks ago and then she did my lips. And my lips are great. A bruise here. She did a little bit in my marionettes as well. Like whatever, who cares? Also, I can't barely sit down today because I went to this great gym called Cosmo Contour in the Valley. So thank you so much for amazing complimentary afternoon there. I mean, both from the point of view of you do exercise in capsules in red light and it burns more calories. Well, it says it does anyway. And then also they have these amazing rollers which are great for cellulite, etc. But actually medically they were stupendous. They were just so good for, I have a little injury at the moment and it's almost like a foam roller but on steroids. So Cosmo Contour, thank you. I was going to delay filming the first and second episode of Diary of a Botox Bitch podcast, and then I thought, who cares? I may as well come on and say, yes, I've got a bruise, because if you're getting filler, you may as well know there's a risk of bruising and swelling. So on this show, we're going to talk about all things reality TV, spilling the tea, and it's so funny because I've done 3 of the biggest franchises. I'm basically a reality TV gun for hire. I also do a lot of stand-up comedy. So this week I was at the store in La Jolla, and I was opening the show there. Well, the host obviously did a cold open and then I was opening afterwards, and then coming up I'm at Ice House and Comedy Store in Sunset the next month. Everything link in the bio. And also my skincare, we're super busy, but also this show, I just wanted to let you know, is sponsored by Dermaface MD, and Dermaface MD skincare is made in California. It's cruelty free, it's Leaping Bunny certified, and basically my original brand in Europe for over 10 years is Dermaface, which is Botox and filler, and I also had Dermadental, which was teeth whitening. And so this is very much an established brand in Europe, but newer to California, and I'll explain as I get a little bit more comfortable how I end up formulating this, because it involves a story concerning skin cancers. Freaking out, I can barely say it myself. They say time plus trauma means you can deal with things. I don't know if anyone can ever deal with skin cancer. It freaks me out. But the long and the short of it is I had to have some things removed. And in fact, one I had removed right before I did Celebrity Big Brother in the UK. So much so that I was taking out my own sutures in the hotel where they had us in hiding before we went into the actual Celebrity Big Brother house, which by the way was completely filthy, disgusting. There was crumbs all over the floor. They didn't feed us properly. It was just horrible. The money you get paid, it's not worth it. Whatever, okay. I still talk to the producers, so hey Roz, I love you. The advanced skincare is advanced 1000x hyaluronic acid, and the reason I formulated this was because after I had something removed and did Celebrity Big Brother, I then came out and went back to Ireland and did a treatment of Effudex for a month, which burnt my own face off. It's horrible. Far too aggressive if you ask me, but whatever. So afterwards my skin barrier was really broken, so that's why I came up with Dermaface MD. So we'll talk more about that and the other skincare in the section which we call Botox, which is a subsection within podcast Diary of a Botox Bitch. And I'll also read an excerpt from my book at the end, end, which is my book, Diary of a Botox Bitch. As always, merch. Today I'm wearing, my pronouns are Botox Bitch, and this is I'm an aerospace engineer, was my first degree, and I love sailing, and I've sailed across the Atlantic, Florida to Portsmouth in the UK, and I have a yacht masters, and I'm just kind of, I think it's really important. This product is insane. It's advanced detoxifying oxygenating moisturizer, so this gets rid of all the toxins. So at the end of the day, especially living in a big city, you can put this on after you wash your face and just leave it on for 2 or 3 minutes, and it's oxygenating moisturizer, which is amazing. I also, as well, to be honest with you, with regard to hyaluronic serums, it's really important to realize that you want to tap them onto wet skin, because if you're having hyaluronic injected in the form of fillers, it's going to be injected and the needle will deliver the really big molecules, which is amazing. But in this case, the Dermaface MD topical, so you don't have the same luxury knowing that the product is definitely going to get deep in. So you have to formulate a product that is a mix of a medium weight hyaluronic and a heavier weighted hyaluronic, and then that it will hopefully ideally actually go into the skin barrier and cross the skin barrier itself. So yeah, this is the limited edition for Q. Then the original, the OR, is in white, and again they're the same product, the same formulation. This is a limited edition, so go to the website, TikTok, your usual places that you purchase. Free shipping over $40. And right now we are shipping in America and Canada, and if shipping to Ireland, probably the product will take a little bit longer. But anyway, just ask any questions or email dermafacemd.com website and ask any questions. So now that we've done a little bit on skincare and who is sponsoring the show, let's just spill the tea on all things reality TV. So right here, the word on the street, obviously the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills dropped this week. First of all, I was speaking to a producer recently and they were like, oh, what do you think of the girls? Garcelle is nice as fucking boring. Garcelle is sweet, but like she's the personality of a fire hydrant. That's Strutton, what, I don't even know what her fucking name is. He's a complete wreck the head. She's like super annoying, Strachan, and she's got this southern, I don't know, y'all accent, like, ugh, just like insufferable. I don't know her name. It's Strachan, whatever. I just call her Hillbilly Hilda. What can I say? So before we talk about that and Maurizio and Kyle, I just wanted to come on record and say I messed up in the last episode because everyone's commenting on TikTok and asking me about Vagina Macaroni, one of my co-stars, or as I like to call her, my supporting cast of The Real Housewives of Ireland. They're asking me about her relationship with the Dutch fella or the Norwegian fella, wherever he's from. Oh my God, I completely messed up because I was reading the 2015 article in the newspapers from Barry Egan, and Barry Egan is a very reputable journalist in Ireland from the newspaper group The Independent, a very reputable source. Anyway, he was discussing it with him and they were saying that it was all good and there was no big drama. Anyway, I posted it up and a few of my very loyal and concerned followers let me know that I hadn't done my research. So I would just like to come on record and say I am so sorry about that. Subsequently brought myself up to date. Also the comments that I didn't support her bikini line Miss V, that's not true. I wore Miss V bikinis all summer long in Kintagalago. As soon as I got off the golf course, I would put on a Miss V bikini. And also everyone's like, you didn't congratulate her on her recent engagement. Also false. I sent her a bouquet of flowers, albeit I don't know if it reached her because I believe that was to her last known address, but they've moved around a lot in the last few years. I mean, what can I say? I can only do my best. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Big storyline, Maurizio and Kyle. The problem is, while this has just dropped on the 26th, I think it landed, the problem is that Maurizio is into week 4 or week 5 of Dancing with the Stars here in LA. His partner is about half the age of Kyle. She's a very attractive blonde girl. She has a bit of an accent, which is kind of a cool thing over here. So basically, the situation is, he's been doing pieces to camera saying that they're separated, but they're not giving up on their marriage. They're not throwing in the towel. But he's doing these pieces to camera while standing on the Dancing with the Stars, arm around a girl who's half his age. Maybe not half his age, but she's very pretty. So it's just really weird. Also, the whole Kyle and Morgan, the country singer, lesbian, sort of storyline, or whether they're lesbian. Kyle just maintains that she's just friends. And same with Teddy Metcalfe. The two of them did an interview with Andy recently this week in New York. Kyle is like not a lesbian, not having an affair with Morgan, the country singer. And then Maurizio also was out for dinner with his dance partner and photographed with the dance partner. And listen, I'll tell you this, if I come off a comedy stage, I don't want to go home, sit on my own. Of course I want to go out for something to eat. Of course you want to enjoy the success of just a comedy show or just taping live TV or whatever you're doing. No one wants to do live TV and, or do 10 minutes of stand-up comedy in an amazing club and then be like, okay, great, I'm going to go home and put my pajamas on in 20 minutes. Of course you want to go out for something to eat. Was it clever that he was photographed with his dance partner and his parents? No, because it looked like he was a new girlfriend, or introducing the dance partner to the parents, which it probably wasn't. It was just that's what he claims. I don't know. But what I will say to you is, on the streets here in downtown Beverly Hills, anytime I speak to any of my friends who are realtor, he's very well known within the realtor industry. He has the agency, which is 2 blocks from my office. Well known and very well respected as a family man. There's never been, you hear rumors in this town, so-and-so will say, oh, they were all